Alright, I figured we'd do something a little bit different today. We're going to go ahead and install Wahcade, which is basically the Linux version of MAME, I guess. Right? And what these little front ends are basically for people who have old arcade machines that have been converted over to MAME. So their internals have been taken out and replaced by PC, computer parts or whatever, and you need a front end to play ROMs or these games, you know what I mean? So what the front end does allows you to use your joystick or button presses or a combination of button presses to navigate through menus to pick your game. You can use this on your desktop, but this is primarily meant for this, situation, I guess, these arcades. So anyways, as you can see, this is a Neo Geo, looks like an MVS machine that's been converted over to MAME, but it's using MAME as the front end to navigate. So anyways, I'm going to put a link in the description to Wahcade. Go ahead and download it, install it. I already installed it, and let me minimize this. You can need some other stuff as well, like a history.dat file, your catver.ini, some ROMs, of course. I can't tell you where to get that, but they're out there. All right. If you can be doing something like this, you're probably gonna end up going all the way and just grab a big chunk of them. You know what I mean? But like I said, I guess Google's your friend. Just you can find them. Anyways, flyers and snapshots, that's basically your artwork. That's optional, but a lot of people prefer having that. I do too. When you download your snapshots, I'll put a link in the description to a good site for it. They're probably going to come in multiple zip files. Unzip all the files, take all the pictures out of the folders, and just throw them all into one folder like this. Just throw them all in there. And that's pretty much it now. Let's go ahead and launch Synaptic. Right. You need to install MAME. You don't really need the front ends for MAME like gmame or QMC MAME, which is QMC MAME is pretty cool. I like QMC, but M.A.M.E. MAME. Just go ahead and install the standard command line MAME. I have an updated version through a PPA. I'll put the link to that as well if you want to do that. Alright, so now that's installed, let's go ahead and run MAME. Just get it, the files that it needs up and going. There it goes, it ran. Now let's go ahead and set up MAME. Let's get ourselves organized first. Let's go ahead and go into our home folder. Let's go into our control-H.mame. Here it is. If it's not there, just go ahead and make it .mame. Alright, let's drag our snapshots. Let's drag our ROMs, our flyers, and our history and catver information right here. Right, so you got all that in there. And when I was using Fedora, I did this trick. Rather than editing the mame.in file, I just made a link to my ROMs directory. So let's go ahead and just middle click the ROMs directory, drag it out, let go, link here. Now let's put this ROMs link in somewhere else. Let's go ahead and just put that in my documents or something. I already have one there. Let me just get rid of that one. Delete. Alright, here we go. Paste. Alright. What I'm going to do basically, I'm going to put that link to ROMs in my root directory later. So let me minimize that. Now let's go ahead and open up our terminal again and open up Nautilus as root. gksu Nautilus. Alright. Let's go into our file system. Now let's go to our USR. Local should be share games and MAME, and here's the ROM folder I'm going to replace. So go ahead and just delete that. Now let's go back into our what was that, my documents. Drag it in here, and that's it. Now it's in there. Alright, so let's go and close that off. Let's go ahead and run MAME one more time. And there's our games. Let's go ahead and run a game. Press 1, or I'm sorry, enter. And it should run just to get up and going. There it goes. Okay, so that's working. Escape, escape. Now that MAME is up and going, the command line, let's go ahead and launch our Wahcade editor. Wahcade setup editor. Alright. Now we're basically be putting links, or we're going to be pointing to our directories now, like our snapshots, our ROM directories, our history data files. We got to do all that stuff to make the front end work properly. So let's go to our emulators. We're going to point to the directory where MAME is at, the executable file, I guess. Alright, so let's go to our file system. I believe it's USR. Alright, games, MAME. There it is. Alright, application parameters. Let's see, where's the ROM directory? Here it is, ROM directory. That's important. Alright, now let's go ahead and go to our .mame folder like before. ROMs, press open. Alright, artwork, snapshots. Let's go back to our .mame again. That's why I put it all in one place, so we just go to one central location. Snapshots, open. Control panel, I don't need that. Marquises, I have that, but I'm not going to use that. For artwork 2, I'm just going to go ahead and use my flyers. .mame flyers. Basically, it's a side panel art, I believe, of the actual full-size arcade. Alright, so that looks good. I'm going to leave it like that. MAME only. Okay, now this data file, the MAME info, right-click, create a document, empty file, and we're going to name it exactly this right here. Copy it. Just paste it in there. There we go. And that's going to go into our .mame folder, of course. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up our home folder again. Control H, .mame. Let's go ahead and drag that in there, that XML file right there. Minimize that. Let's browse for it. .mame again. .mame. XML. Open. Alright, now we look for the catver. I believe I'm saying it right. .mame. Catver. Alright. Open that. And I believe there's an option history. Here it is, history data. Let's open that up. Same thing. .mame. There we go. Now let's go ahead and generate the XML file. Hit reload. It's going to generate all information that we're, I guess it's going to rely on, I guess. But after this, there's going to be a bug. It's a common bug that affected me every time I've done this. So I'm going to show you how to get around that. It's going to take a couple seconds. Also, I got to say, I believe if you're running MAME, especially with natty, with compiz running, it's going to be a little bit laggy. I'll put a link to one of my videos where it shows a little PPA you can install to help the lagginess of compiz. That helped MAME out a lot. If anything, you're probably better off just using like Unity 2D or the classic desktop without effects. MAME does run a lot better in that environment. But anyways, now let's hit the setup filters, and it should just crash. So you gotta edit the ply file. Basically, you're gonna be adding your input devices like your keyboard or keypad or whatever. That's not there, so we got to put it there. Which is it sounds hard, but it's not that hard at all. You're just adding 2 lines. All right, so let's go ahead and open up Nautilus as root one more time. It's gonna be in our file system, user, local, same place again, share, games, and you should see Wahcade. Right here it says filters ply. Open that. Display. So in our controllers or input devices, I believe, here it is, controller types. We're gonna go ahead and add 2 lines. Let me minimize this for a second. Keyboard, I guess keypad. Copy this. Put it right under here. Paste. Let's go ahead and make that nice and even. Hit enter again. Let's grab this one right here. Copy this. Same thing again. Paste into here. There he goes. Hopefully that should look how yours should look like mine right now. So I'm gonna put all this in the description down below. You know, make it easy for you. Save. Close that off. Close that off. And close this. Let's go ahead and launch our Wahcade setup editor one more time. Alright. Generate filters. Or setup filters. And it looks like it's working. So fixing this problem, what this is going to allow you to do is edit your game list. Basically, like if you have like a couple thousand games, like I do, like 7,000 games, and you just want to just filter it between a certain timeline, say like late 80s, early 90s, you can do that. You can eliminate the clones, like clone ROMs. Here's a year filter, like I was saying. And here's my game list on the side, right? Also, I believe you can edit your input devices and stuff like that, right? Anyways, that's what that does. Close that off. Close that off. Let's go ahead and launch Wahcade. Hopefully it works. There it goes. So now we have a little previews on the right hand side, along with the game information on the bottom right, with the game list on the left. And all this you can edit. That's what I like about this program. That's going to be another tutorial on itself. This tutorial is basically just to get you up and going. The next tutorial is basically on how to make it look nice, adding music, putting backgrounds, editing the windows as you see on the left and right hand side. Use the keypad up and down, your arrows to navigate up and down. Left and right will skip, like between letters. You know what I mean? Letters and numbers. Right. The 1 button is to launch a game. So let's go and find something. That is Pac-LAN. Huh. Keyboard. Love keyboard. Keyboard's fun. Let's see if the Japan one works. There it goes. There's keyboard. I'm old. I know. I used to play this game. Well, not in 82. I played it like in 86, 87. So, anyways. So that works. Alright. So if you press the 2 button, alright, it gives you more options. So like find game. Okay, now press 1. Now, you can be pressing 1 to be spelling out your game. So like I don't know. It's S-T... you know, R, you know what I mean? Now press 2 to go back. And keep pressing 2 to leave this little menu. Keep pressing 2 again, and now you're back into your list. So just imagine just using like a joystick and the buttons to do this. Like I said, it's meant for an arcade machine. Other front ends do this a little bit better, like QMC MAME or G-MAME or what do you call it. But anyways, so that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to help you with it, because I know it's a little bit tricky, but it does work, and it's a very cool little program. I'm happy that on the Linux side of things we have this. You know what I mean? So anyways, thanks for watching and have fun.